I thought I'd do a voiceover reacting to my very first uh, house flip that I did, and because I haven't even posted this. This is my old office, my very first one. This is what it looked like. I don't know if I ever showed any footage or any clips of it. I actually really like the way it turned out. This is my second time playing House Flipper 1. I originally had it on through Game Pass, and when the DLC bundle thing came up sale back in March, I bought the whole thing from my PC through Steam, so I redid everything, and this is my backyard. I only had a few decorations at the time of this. This is like early stages of starting this game over again. I think I had done a few jobs. Yeah, okay, so I still had lots of jobs left to do. I've definitely done most, if not all of them, since. This is my first game, Camping Bungalow, first flip, Camping Bungalow. Such a small little house now. Like, I started off small. I mean, obviously I didn't have much money, but so I had no choice in the matter, but still, holy smokes. Oh, these loading screens, they are painful. On the left, you can see thumbnails of buyers, yada yada yada. Well, if you played this game, you know all about this kind of stuff. And I have the garden contest because I have the garden DLC. Obviously, as I just said, I got the bundle. I do get lots of satisfaction out of cleaning up these properties. It's just so satisfying. Yeah, I start with doing some of the weeds and by hand, and then realize, no, why am I going to do the weeds by hand when I don't have to? Eventually I realize I have a lawnmower. And, yep, see, lawnmower. Now, this is the beginning of things. When I was trying out doing the lawnmower by hand, by keyboard. Needless to say, since starting this, I have chosen to not do any more grass cutting with the keyboard. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to edit all this out, because it's very painful to watch again. I mean, it was painful to do to begin with. Watching it again and making anybody watch it as I try and struggle to use the lawnmower with the keyboard is just not going to happen. So let's just pause it there and be good. Now with the magic of editing, I have fast forward through all of that. Let me just say, well, most of it, okay, so I have a little bit of grass cutting still to do. It just looks so much better with the grass cut. I don't know why they can't at least give us a trimming tool to cut the grass manually, even if not with an electric lawnmower or gas lawnmower, whatever this is. But let me just say, if you don't have the garden DLC yet, it is worth to buy, even just for the opportunity to be able to cut the grass. Because why they have the grass so tall and so ugly on these games is beyond me. But yeah, like, look at that. It looks so much better now that the grass is cut. And time to do some cleaning, I think. Wow, I really don't have much in the way of tools. I still have quite a bit of tools here. I must have done a few jobs then to at least get some stuff. This whole, and another thing with the garden DLC, you get the hose to clean off the outside of your house. Again, so much better than using a mop, which is just ridiculous and whatever. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't have the DLC, you don't have the DLC. You do with what you can. But there is some glitches. I recently did the House on Stilts house that I bought and flipped. There is some issues where the level designers made some errors, I believe, in the way you can use the hose versus the mop on the outside. I have, or I will be having, if I haven't got it up already, I'll be having the video coming up and talking about that, the after look of the house. But yeah, I just like the hose thing. It's so much faster, so much easier. None of that going back and forth with the mop. It's so silly. Now to finally get inside. And I'm going to sell everything. Does everybody else just, when you buy a house, you just sell everything? Like, I almost never, ever keep anything. I think, no, even, I'm doing a renovation right now on another house. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, everything, I destroy everything. I get rid of everything. But this one house I think I'm working on right now, I might have saved a few things. Oh no, I was going to save. I saved the bathroom and I saved the bedroom. It was an apartment. That's where it is. I actually am not going to be recording it, but I did a flip of a little 2-bedroom apartment, and it was in pretty good condition. It just needed to be updating and modernizing. So I essentially just made it into uh, like a rental, and it literally looks like a rental, you know, the contractor white paint and all that kind of stuff. Nothing fancy, but you know, I put a fireplace in. I thought I was doing pretty good with that. Oh, everything's gone, so much cleaner. And what am I doing now? Yep. Okay, everything's done. You're good. Probably do some cleaning. Actually, there's not a lot of cleaning to do in this one. The windows definitely need to be done. This is the original moth. Man, it is so small and so slow. And oh, the old squeegee thing. Now, I don't understand the motorized squeegee thing. Like, is that a thing that window cleaners use? I've never seen that. I've watched many a window cleaning in working in offices, and you know, being the one that sat out front and in the reception desk, and the window cleaners come in, and they definitely don't have an electric window cleaner. They just have a big wand thing that they use. I mean, this is new to me. When I first started playing this game, it was kind of weird, but it is what it is. It does the job. Obviously, as you get your perks and all that kind of stuff, if you haven't played before, this is the first mop and window cleaning wand that you get. As you get perks in the tablet, as you progress, you get faster things, thank goodness. It would kill me if we had to use this equipment all the time. Okay, so no idea what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm probably trying to figure what to do. I have a tendency to get rid of the radiators. I discovered in now I don't know if House Flipper, this is something that they added later on for the House Flipper game, or if it's part of one of the DLCs, but they have vertical radiators, which is my preference for using. I don't typically use the regular small little ones that go under the window. I usually use the ones that are long and I can put between two windows, like put in the corner and all that kind of thing. I think they do putting an air conditioner and putting radiators in does increase the value of the house, in the sense that I think the buyers want them, but 9 out of 10 times I never use them. And I don't see the point in them, because, you know, no one cares. If you play House Flipper 2, you don't have buyers really that tell you what they want or anything like that, so I don't really see the point in doing them. They don't have really any effect on, in my opinion. They don't say anything that, oh, hey, I need a house, where's the AC, or hey, where's the heating? They never say anything, so why spend the money putting them in? I usually just sell the assemblies and the wall assemblies and make some money off of it. Okay, now what are we gonna do? I always do the bathrooms. You know, am I surprised I'm going straight to the bathroom? No, because, I mean, like I said, I always do the bathrooms first. Tile. What am I doing? Ascending. This is before I realized that there was, I think, newer stuff. And I was doing it by price, because, I mean, when you first start out, you don't have a lot of money. You don't want to be, you know, spending more than you absolutely have to. And I definitely didn't have to do that underneath the door trim, but whatever. So nowadays I do it like I sort everything alphabetical, unless I want like the really new stuff, and then I sort it with the newest at the top. There is an option to filter as well. You can filter where you want stuff from the HGT TV DLC, or from the luxury DLC, or from the pets DLC, all that kind of stuff, and get whatever like elements go with those DLCs. But in the beginning, I always just went with the cheapest when I first started, and I would imagine probably most people would, especially if you don't have the DLCs. You're just going to use whatever's the cheapest you can afford, because you only have a small amount of money, and most of it is what you get from doing those jobs. So let's go ahead. And that's watching paint dry. So let's just go ahead and skip that, and I won't make you guys watch that. Okay, there we are. Good to go. Here we go. So there's all the painting. Now I did get a couple of perks when I edited out some sections, but just you'll see them if you played the game. You'll see the perks. They're nothing really all that exciting, but they do help make your job go much faster. Yep. See, I sell all of those. Oh, yeah. There's all my perks. There we go. Time to do the bathroom. Do the cheapest, because you know you're going to do the cheapest. I don't even know why you bother looking. I love the assemblies of this job. That's one thing I definitely miss in the new House Flipper game. They have a section where you can do assembly and you can build things. It's so dumb. I'm sorry. You know, I the point of it is you do them and then you complete them and you get a discount in the store for, you go ahead and you assemble a picture frame and then you get discount in the store on pictures. I couldn't care less. I don't want to do that. I actually want to do these assemblies. I really hope that at some point as they continue to build on the new game, that they add some of these back in, because I really don't like. I've done the first time I played House Flipper 2, because I played it a couple of times. I did a few of them. I got the easy ones done, and then I went to do it got to the intermediate kind of level, the difficulty ones. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I think I did it when I played again. I tried doing it. It was putting together a table or something. And I was doing it on the computer. So with a keyboard, it's much easier. But when I was using my Game Pass, I had my computer hooked up to my TV and I was using Xbox controller. Definitely something I would suggest if you can play on the PC. Play on the PC. I think there are certain, or just even hook up if you have a keyboard that you can hook up to like a wireless keyboard, you can hook up to your PlayStation, your Xbox, because many small wireless keyboards and mouses you can hook up to an Xbox and PlayStation. I definitely highly suggest doing that. It's not always most comfortable. I'd like to sit back and just kind of, play around on the controller and just, lean back, whereas when you have a keyboard, you might not be able to just lean back and relax like you would playing a RPG game or action game or whatever, but you can still enjoy it. It's still, I don't know, it's still pretty easy. I think having a keyboard to play these games does make things a lot easier. Just scouting around on the tablet here, it's so much easier, because otherwise you have to drag your cursor across using, instead of this way, the mouse goes so much faster. I don't have any, unfortunately, footage showing that how slow it is to use the controller to move around the tablet and to do things, but let me assure you, it's much slower than using a keyboard. If you have the keyboard option, I strongly suggest it, keyboard and mouse. And as I talk through all of that, one thing I do find annoying with doing some of the bathroom fixtures is the gaps. Like there's a bath shower combo, and you have to use the bathtub installation kit. Fine, cool, great. The problem is that you can only get that installation kit so close to the corner of a wall. But when you try to put a bath and shower combo in it, in order to, the closest you can get it to a wall, it seems, is like what would look like about 2 to 3 inches away from the wall. So you have this, what I consider a large gap between your bathtub and the wall, where essentially the water would get in, because there's no shower curtain, there's no divider, no nothing there, it's just open. That's definitely something that I wish that they would fix, because many of the other installations you can get it snug right up against the wall, like with the toilets and the sinks and the showers, but with some of them, not so much. It's a little frustrating. This is before I discovered that there's actually bath mats in the accessory section. Why they have bath mats just in the accessory section and they don't have it in the decorations floor section is beyond me. There's a lot of things I question about this game, but whatever. They definitely need some organization when it comes to some of their things, and maybe some filter options and all that kind of thing. But that's just, if they were willing to hire someone like me to go in and do that for them, I have no idea how to actually do game development and that. But if it was something simple that I could do, I would say, hey, hire me and let me organize all your stuff, because right now it's not organized. And as I play, I discover that there are like paneling that you could have and tile, half paneling and half tile, and then the up top part is just paint. It looks absolutely wonderful in the kitchen where you just want your tile to maybe go up to like be a backsplash, but then you want the rest to be paint. The downfall is that there's only a limited number of colors that they have, and it's all gray and beige. There's no color. So if you want to do that option, you would still have this square above let's say above the stove as your backsplash, where it's white or forest mist or whatever, and the rest of your kitchen might be a nice sunny yellow or whatever color you use. And it's just stupid. Like, go in and add all these extra colors to all the tiles so that if you want to do a yellow kitchen, you can do a fully yellow kitchen with a backsplash. Because they said that with the platform that they built this game on, there was a lot of limitations. And I'm going to assume the way that they did the painting and the tiling and all that was one of those limitations, where everything had to be in strips along the walls, unlike in the new game where you can do a half wall of paint and a half wall of tile or a half wall of paneling. You can do moldings, proper moldings, not like they have in this game, and it works out really well. But here, like, they have the ability to do it. I can see they have the ability to do it, and they don't. They didn't. They missed the mark. They limited their stuff. That's like, well, okay, we did it. We added a few things, and that should be good enough. People should be happy. No. Maybe when the game first came out, I can totally understand it, but it's been 4 or 5 years. You've done all these DLCs. You have a big dying DLC coming out that you keep promoting, and you still haven't added certain little touches to the game that I think would make make the game so much more enjoyable. But hey, I mean, that's just me. I said I was going to do this episode as, reacting to my first flip, but I think it's also just me griping about the game. So bear with me. I'm sure many people probably feel the same way as I do, and haven't, they're just not listening, or, I mean, they say they listen to their people, but to the players, but they don't. Oh, these frames, what the heck? So you can import photos from your computer to create paintings and art and all that kind of stuff in your house. And this picture is called it's got a frame, and if behind it there is its frame, it's laid over a wooden base, but it's not really a frame. It's like it's a mounting, not an actual frame. But if you use the frame option, it's for a standing picture that you would stand on a table or on a ledge or something. It's not something you can hang on the wall. Again, missed opportunity there, people. There's so many missed opportunities in these games. I know they're trying to get the House Flipper 2 a bit better because it's still new. It just came out whatever months ago, and they're still adding things to it. But the fact that they had to be told to add blinds and curtains to the game because they didn't add that right from the start, that makes absolutely no sense. Maybe they didn't for this game either. I don't know. I only bought this game back in early 2024, so I have no idea what it was like when it first came out. I know it was a minimalist kind of style game in those days. It wasn't as fully fleshed out and have so many options as it does now, but Again, you know, it's been 4 or 5 years. Can you fix some things, please? No idea. Okay, well now this was originally the kitchen, and I mean I don't understand why you would have like I get some people maybe would want their kitchen separate and would turn this big space into a living room and sleeping area. I personally like the privacy of a bedroom. So this is what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be turning this room into a bedroom and then turning the other section into a living room kitchen area. Which some of the buyers, if you talk to some of the buyers, that's what they want. They want a small kitchen with living room in it. They don't want, you know, they want a separate a bedroom. They want privacy and all that kind of stuff. So maybe it's a I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it's a bachelor pad idea, but bachelor pads generally have one big open space, kind of like my little office, where it's like one big multi-room where you eat, you sleep, you work, you all that kind of stuff, and just the bathroom is separate. So, so many wallpaper options. Oh, and I'm actually doing the newest filtering or sorting this time. That's amazing. Probably because I realized at this point that there is newest, because I have all the DLCs. Okay, so paused, edited, and black. I don't know what it's called. What is it called? I have no idea. Something like a damask type thing. Let me just say, if you have not used black and white or gray and white or whatever in a room, or black just in general, like black paint in a room, do try it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of my favorite decorating schemes and themes to use in both in House Flipper 1 and 2. I've used a lot of black. Black with a dark wood or any kind of wood, really, you know. Just even wood with black metal or like handles and all that kind of stuff. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's very much more on the masculine side, but I do tend to, with my decorating, tend to go more on the masculine side. If you look at almost anything I do a lot of grays, a lot of beige, a lot of taupe, a lot of black, and a lot of wood. So that's kind of how I would be in real life as well, probably. I do make exceptions, obviously. If I do let's say a beach house, I might do the whites and the soft blues and greens and you know, I might even do occasionally in some houses do a bright yellow or bright blue. Navy blue has really become a thing for me. I like doing a navy blue as an accent wall. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, here we go. We got some gray going, and yeah, well, I'll make you guys watch this just because it doesn't take very long to go through a small little room like this. This is obviously in the beginning when I was able to paint a few walls at a time. I still end up painting mostly just one strip at a time, mostly because when I just walk across, because that's what you would do in real life. That made me angry when I did it. Oh, that was frustrating, because I had already sold my wallpaper. Oh, the lights are so bright in this game, which is great, but I mean, it washes everything out. Does anybody else do all the interior, like the bulkhead and all that kind of stuff in the interior of their windows? Because I know I do. I love that wrapped around look of the paint, or not always the wallpaper. Like wallpaper tile, I may not do wrap it around into the interior, but always paint. You know, I'll do like this. I'll do the wallpaper, and then I'll do like the inside. I'll just do as whatever paint color I'm using throughout the other part of the room, or I'll use something that just goes with it, like. If I wasn't using gray or whatever this color is, or white, sorry, this is white. If I wasn't using white, I would use, let's say, black or a really dark charcoal gray in there. And now I have to go through and I have to find, because I didn't bother to look at the previously purchased tab. It makes life a little bit easier. And now I get to sell everything. Do I sell the white paper, the white paint, though? Because I notoriously use a lot of white paint. Yep, I do. I sold the white paint. I don't know why, but I did. Okay, fine, whatever. And now we gotta do some furniture. Let's do a bedroom stuff. Bedroom stuff. Oh, I must have paused. Okay, there you go. I usually when I pause, I always flip up the tab and walk away so that when I'm editing, I know to delete that section. So I'm doing a voiceover, which is why I'm telling you that I'm pausing. It's just because that way you know that there's about to be a transition coming up, because I pause the video that I'm watching and I pause the live commentary that I'm doing, and I guess technically I could just keep the live commentary going. I don't really need to pause it while I do it, but that would make more sense now. But too late. I've already started, and I'm definitely not starting over again. Not happening. Nope. It's long enough. It's gonna be a long video as it is, as I gripe and complain. Oh, see, this is the vertical radiators. I love these. I absolutely love these. I lived in an apartment many years ago when I was in college that had those tiny little radiators under the windows, and this would have been so much nicer than having that under the window, especially since it just seems so silly. You have the radiator under the window and all the heat just going out the window. I mean, even when the window's closed, I get it, like the window's closed in the winter, but I'm the apartment that I lived in definitely wasn't that well built. Well, actually, it wasn't well built. It wasn't that. I'm sure the windows were not that well insulated, kind of thing. So I'm sure a lot of the heat just went out. It was included in the rent, thank God. But it made for it was a silly situation. Yeah. This is a small room, so I can only use like small furniture. I'm very much a matchy kind of person too. If you look at a lot of my games, I tend to use matching furniture a lot. Or at the very least, I try and do matching wood types in the furniture, which is something that in House Flipper you can do pretty much right across the board. So if you do your bed, it can be one style, and your dresser can be another style, but you can use your little gun thing to duplicate the style of your bed with your dresser and vice versa. Whereas this one, you have to choose before you buy it. You have to choose the kind of wood that you want to use, and if not all the furniture has the same wood options. Again, why did they do that? I don't understand why they did that. To me, it would have made so much more sense to have all the furniture that is made of wood have all the wood types, because there are certain like I love the mahogany wood, and I love the chocolate. I think it's chocolate larch or something stupid like that. There's just certain ones that I really like, and they don't have it in all the furniture pieces, and it drives me nuts. So if I wanted to do two different brands or whatever of a bed and a dresser, I couldn't necessarily have matching wood, which is what I prefer. Yes, I know most people don't, in their real houses, they just throw stuff together, and I know that's what interior designers do too, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm a matchy person. So by the way, I deleted the tiger picture, because I realized after I put it on the wall that there's a person in the background taking a picture of the tiger, which I really found annoying. So ever since I've seen that, I've never used that picture, which really sucks, because I absolutely love the picture of that tiger. And then the other picture was too big, so I got rid of it. And I believe this is me trying out some of the farm DLC options. It's not listed here. Why they don't have them listed, I don't know. But definitely some new stuff from them. If you don't have the DLC, you won't see some of this stuff. I think that horse painting is definitely one of those ones. I don't know why they don't have little... So if you go into the jobs, or you go into buying the houses in the browser, it has in the corner, if it's part of the DLC, it'll have like a little purple jewel that denotes that it's a luxury DLC property. I don't know why they don't do that with all the additional stuff that they added for each DLC, because they would have had it all separate before they uploaded it into the game. I mean, I'm assuming this is how it works. So why they didn't add that little thing, so you know that without having a filter, you know that, oh, this is new, and it comes with the DLC for farm or for pets or whatever. See, again, I did black and white, and I'm sorry, but I love the black and white. Okay, the door I did not like, obviously, but I love black and white. I just think it's gorgeous. The doors in this game are leave something to be desired. Um, Again, I think I'm just pausing and I need to edit out a whole section here. But I'm just gonna let it keep running and I'll edit it out as I go. And I'll just sit here. Oh, there we go. Okay. See, the doors, some of these doors. What are some of these doors? I get it. They're doors that are meant for building, because you can build in this game. In some levels, you can build in this game. But you can't use them unless you build. Unless you're building a brand new house or structure, you can't use a lot of these doors. Or I don't know how to use a lot of these doors. I think that's what the problem is. I don't know how to use some of these frames and doors because they're not the usual width, the normal width. Some of them are like, I go by the wall width, so each wall segment, right? And some of them are like, they're like 4.5 wall segments or 2.5 wall segments or something stupid like that. You can't do a half wall segment. It's either a full wall segment or it's 5 wall segments or whatever. You can't do a half. So I don't exactly. I guess it's meant to be that there are exterior walls, and for exterior doors, and because when you pull out or you sell an exterior door in this game, it just closes up the wall, and then when you stick it back in, it just automatically wraps around. But some of them are interior. I think they are interior doors, or interior doorways. That's for sure. And you have to. You can't do a half wall segment. So I'm not sure. I probably am using it wrong. I haven't done all the jobs, if you go into the map section, there's jobs for all the DLCs. I haven't done them all yet. I'm still working on them. I have tons of videos created for them. I haven't uploaded any of them because I'm working on other games. This video will probably go out after I've done Shop Titans. So I probably have at the very least started Shop Titans. It's a cute little game. It's definitely got that vibe of being a mobile app kind of game, but I'm gonna play it for a little while and then I'll probably slip back into my house building games because I love my house building games. And in fact, I just bought House Builder, so if you're interested in seeing House Builder, because I did a demo for it on my channel, if you're interested in looking at House Builder, I will definitely be doing that in the very near future because I literally just bought it today. So, I wish they had some better bricks. That's another gripe I have, again, griping video. Not intentional, it's just the way it happens. The way it happened. The bricks in this game are, they're a little flat. There's not really much texture. There's a couple that are pretty good, but some of them are just, even when you tilt it, when you're looking in the tablet and you tilt it, you can see it's just flat. It's like if you were doing a faux brick wall, this is what your wall would look like. And I'm not mad at it. I like faux brick walls. I love the bricks in this game. I use them quite often. I use them semi-often anyways. I think they make a really nice focal wall. I think they make really nice exterior walls, especially in an apartment. You can give that old industrial kind of look to an apartment if you use the brick walls on the outside, exterior walls, and all that kind of stuff. Make it look like they're historical or something like that, and you can't touch them, you can't paint them because it would ruin it and your deposit would be screwed, and I love that little touch. I like doing those kind of things. I've done a couple of them. I don't have them recorded, but I've definitely done a couple of them in my first game playthrough. And they're really nice. I really do enjoy the brick. I don't know why I didn't think before I started doing I was trying to edit at the same time I was doing the voiceover, and I don't know why I didn't just let my audio continue recording and let it, as it was playing the video, and then I could just edit it out all at the same time. But yeah, I'm not that smart. I'm learning how to do this whole voiceover thing and do commentary. If you watch my original videos for House Flipper, I don't I don't do any commentary, and part of that was because I was my sister actually told me that no commentary videos do well, and not to say that they haven't done well. I do have some decent views on some of them, but it gets a little boring. Just I think, well, I don't myself don't watch no commentary videos. I tend to watch a lot of Jacksepticeye videos and all that kind of thing, and Markiplier and Hollow and all that kind of thing. So I don't watch non-commentary videos. In fact, I don't watch House Flipper videos. I don't know why I don't. Probably because I'm still playing the game myself. On rare occasion, I might watch just to see before and after photos, or not photos, video of what someone did to decorate their property if I'm stuck. And I get stuck often. I just have no idea. I recently did the house for Morgan, where it's Save All the Strays or something like that. Huge property. Did not realize what I had done when I did that property. I'm not sure if the video's up yet or not, but it was way bigger than I expected, and boy did I struggle with it. I eventually got it, and it worked out really well, and I really liked it, and I think I did a very nice job of the flip. If I don't have the video out yet already, then by all means take a look, see if it's take a look at it if it's out already, and let me know what you think about that. But yeah, I wish they had more options for these kitchen sets. They didn't. Again, this is something else that they didn't really fully flesh out, I guess you could say. I use them all the time. I love them. I use them quite often. But okay, the round sink thing. No, who, like a bar sink maybe? Yeah, you would have a round sink for a bar sink. But you don't normally have round sinks for kitchen sinks. That's just not a thing. Maybe it's a thing in the UK. Maybe these game developers are in the UK and they thought that was a normal thing. But I don't think I've ever been in a house or ever seen any kind of. And I watch a lot of interior design shows. Or I used to. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a round sink. Who the hell uses a round sink in a kitchen? I mean, a bar, yes, they definitely use they can use a round sink. They use small, little, tiny, they're called bar sinks. They're small. I know, I used to work in a bar. But I've never seen one used in the kitchen, but whatever. Not sure why I put the kitchen where I put it. Oh, I think I put the dining room, the little dining set across the way, but yeah, it was, using these sets was a little bit more struggling than I thought. No, those don't fit. Don't bother using those. They're pointless. And again, some of these, so you see the ones that have like the little cutout for a hob, like for an exhaust fan and all that kind of stuff. Then you try to place it over top of another, standing kitchen set, and that little space does not fit over it. So you either don't use that hanging kitchen set so that you can use the standing kitchen set, or you don't use the standing kitchen set just so you can use the hanging kitchen set. And you have to manually put everything in. Like, hello? What were you guys thinking? Like, I don't know. Like, if I had developed the game myself and I developed all these little elements of the game, I would definitely have made sure that those kind of things match up so that you could always just, plunk a standing kitchen set against the wall, put a hanging kitchen set above it, and have everything match perfectly and line up perfectly. But yeah, I don't know what the heck they were thinking. I don't know what I was thinking using 4 tiny little lights, but I mean, I think it actually turned out okay. I think I ended up keeping them. I'm not sure. I love halogen lights. I use them quite often in the kitchens and occasionally in the bathrooms. I love even like pot lights in real life. I love pot lights. I love the look of it. I just think they're so clean. They're usually very flat to the wall, nothing hanging down. Yeah, the direction of the light might not be the best for, let's say, reading and all that kind of stuff, but they're perfectly fine for like sitting there watching TV and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of times now you can get the ones that are adjustable. and yeah, they bulge out a little bit, look a little silly, like a little eyeball. But they work just fine. I don't know. I personally still like them to this day. I still like them. My little kitchen. I'm trying to find something better. What am I doing? Oh, I'm looking to see the brand. So I often, like I said, I do a matchy thing. So I will use the same brand of, let's say, a table or chairs as I would a table. I only now am noticing that these are actually like to make benches, like banquettes and all that kind of stuff, but I think that was kind of cute too, the way it is. Yes, I know they're wooden. In House Flipper 2, you can actually, there is a cushion that you can resize, which is another function of House Flipper 2 I love. And you can like make little seat cushions. You can put them on the seats of your chairs, and you can resize them so they fit perfectly. And it's a nice little touch they did. I really appreciate. They did a few other things where you can resize stuff. So if you've only played House Flipper 1 and you're not sure about playing House Flipper 2, I number one would hold off doing House Flipper 2 until you have done everything in House Flipper 1. If you don't have the DLCs, get all the DLCs, including the one that's coming out soon, because I'm sure it's going to be just as good as everything else. And just do all the DLCs first. Finish off House Flipper 1, because once you go to House Flipper 2, you're gonna have gripes about it because it's missing so much stuff. There's so many decorations and furniture missing from it because it's still new. Why they didn't just bring everything directly over from House Flipper 1 to House Flipper 2 is beyond me. I understand, like, some people will, well, then you'll be complaining because it's just the same game, and well, yeah, well, that's the point, is that this game already has all the bones and structure that's great about the game, and I love it. It was just certain mechanics of the game that I don't like. Like, I don't like not being able to do a half-painted wall and a half-paneled wall or a half-tiled wall. If they had taken everything from HF1, dumped it into HF2, like all the decorations, all the paint colors, all that kind of stuff, but then made the painting and tiling the way that they did and the flooring the way they did in HF2, I'd be quite happy. I'd be fine. I'd be totally fine, because, just give us new houses, give us new jobs, give us a few new elements here and there, but give us everything else the same. And just let us redo everything the way that we really would do in real life. I'd be happier than pig and mud. What is with these TVs being so big? I believe that was the wrong radiator. I like the flat radiator that I use in here. Yeah, gonna change that radiator. Yeah, this definitely ended up not being so much of a react to my old flip thing as more of a gripe, and I had planned on doing a review of the game at some point, but I think this is probably going to be it. But I'm obviously not showing all the issues that I have with the game, but as I do more commentary with my games, I'm trying to add comments about the fact that this is something that could be fixed and needs to be fixed. And how long was I away for? Oh, there we go. I just edited out probably a whole chunk of time away that I was from the desk when I did the recording for the video. They don't have a lot of exterior door options in this game, which I find a little annoying. Again, some of them I do know that are meant for are new ones, but they're not. Most of the excuse me, a lot of the new doors have like moldings at the top, or they're really tall doors, and most of the pre-made properties, the walls are not tall enough to accommodate. In this case, the wall might have been tall enough, but excuse me, most of them are not, and you can't, or you can put it in, but does not look great at all. This, I believe, is my first foray, because it was my first flip, my first foray into checking out all the exterior, or would it be exterior? It'd be the landscaping stuff, so all the flowers and the plants, those bonsai trees I don't get. I guess you can't You can't, the tree, most of the trees and bushes in this game, you actually have to dig, and you actually have to bury them into the ground and plant them. For bonsai trees, I guess you don't do that. You just sit them on top of rock or whatever. I don't know. I don't get it. I haven't done a Japanese garden yet. I don't understand the whole thing, but and I'll just sit here watching it. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. I am going to plant a tree. Yay! I plant a couple of trees. That's generally all I do in these games. For my landscaping, I put trees. I put a back patio maybe. Might put a pool. I don't completely understand the pools. The ones that are considered outside pools are not my idea of a pool, and the ones that I consider my idea of a pool, they call interior or inside pools. I get it. They do look like a swimming pool that you would go to a public pool to swim in, but they're also the kind that most people I think also have in their backyards. With like metal ladders that go down, and with the ladder on the side, not just a sloped entrance or whatever you want to call it into the pool. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird. I think they're a little bit weird, but I'm not sure. I don't think I have the drone yet in this game. You get a drone. Oh, you get lots of little tools in this game. And it comes with the DLC. They come with the DLC. So there's a flamethrower. There is a drone. There is an axe. There is a chainsaw. There is a hoe for digging up earth to... I don't have any of that yet. Digging up earth to make it look like you're farming, which, FYI, another missed opportunity. You can dig up the earth, but you can't plant anything. You can't put the pumpkin plants or the carrot plants and all that kind of stuff in the dug up earth. Or maybe you can, and I just am not doing it correctly because I just don't know how. I mean, that is definitely a possibility. Also, the building of gazebos. I tried to build a gazebo. No, not a gazebo. I'm sorry. I tried to build a greenhouse. They need to do something about that. I know people can do it, and I get it, and I probably should just watch some videos on how to do it, but it's just not going to happen. I just don't understand the building of a greenhouse. That's definitely one of those house flipper videos I definitely have to watch. I don't watch any others, but I should probably watch those. Some flowers. Flowers always make people happy. Put some plants in. There's one chick who likes to comment about how she likes flowers unlike people or unlike kids or something stupid like that. I'm like, okay, I get it. You don't like kids, you don't like people. And people, yeah, I understand. I can do without people too. I work from home 100% of the time, so I get it. Good enough. Good enough. And let's put the house up for auction. How much should I pay? 35,000. Oh, I had 106,000 in my bank. That was pretty good. Wouldn't that be nice to have in your bank account? 7,000. Anyways, that's the end of my game. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk at you another time. Thanks for watching, and